Hey everybody, welcome to my Suburban Oasis. My name's Soleil and I garden in mid-Michigan, and today it is snowing out again and really cold. So I'm inside and I have gone out and gathered some plants that I want to use to create a terrarium, but I also had to get a few additional supplies. So I thought we'd start with a little bit of an unboxing. Then I will show you some of the plants I'm going to use for the terrarium, and then we'll put it together. All right, let's get started. The first thing that I got that's a planty supply is this here vermiculite. I got this on Amazon, and I got this because I'm going to be doing some seed starting soon. You guys have seen that I've been browsing the seed catalogs, and I'm oh so patiently awaiting them to arrive so I can really take a look at them and start thinking about how many I want to grow of which different kinds. So very excited about that. And I also have been using this, like, I don't know, $1.99 or 99-cent water bottle to do misting and spraying of plants, but I thought I would try something that is a little bit prettier and something that is battery operated. So this here is the Tovia electric garden sprayer, and I just got this on Amazon as well. So let's see what this looks like. Have any of you tried these, and do you like them? They just look like they're a lot easier than having to worry about, you know, rapidly squeezing the bottle and all that kind of thing. I feel like I might run out of water a little bit quicker using this, but oh, I must have turned it on. Okay, so really simple, just gotta fill it up with water and then we'll hook it together. Okay, so this is really simple. I just filled it up with water and I'm just gonna screw the top on. It looks like it actually has a rechargeable battery. I didn't even realize that. On the back here, it has a place for you to insert a charger, so that's pretty cool. I guess we'll just mist one of these plants that's right here in front before I put it in a terrarium. So this is an aloe, and let's see what it does. Okay, that's a nice fine mist. So you click it once to turn it on and once to turn it off. Okay, and you can change the misting spray. That is pretty awesome. I'm excited to have this. This will make misting so much faster. All right, what else did I get here? Okay, I got this huge box of moss. So it's supposed to be sustainably sourced moss, and I'm just going to put this into a tub, and this will look really nice once it gets moistened up, but I think this will make a nice topper for inside the terrarium. And I don't know about you guys, but whenever I order lately, it seems like things take a whole lot longer. I was anticipating doing this terrarium a while ago, but everything has been on shipping delays and that sort of thing, so it is what it is, but I'm glad that I have them now. Okay, so the other thing that I have as part of my terrarium supplies today is some charcoal, and you can buy this in bags or what have you. I just have mine stored in Tupperware to keep it dry, but the charcoal will go on the bottom of the terrarium. So let's take a look at some of the plants. I already showed you my aloe. I got this beautiful little African violet a while ago. As I said, I was planning to do this terrarium probably a few weeks ago, but that is super cute. And then along that color line as well, I have this propagated begonia. This is a painted lady begonia rex, and I propagated this from a leaf cutting. It was really a lot simpler than I thought it would be, so that's super cute. Then I have this peperomia, which is like a pixie lime, and this one will stay fairly small, so it will be a much slower grower. And then I have this pilea. I think it's called Moon Valley. Isn't that pretty? It has a lot of texture and color to the leaves. And this is actually my first time growing that plant. And then this one I got on Lowe's on sale. This is some type of a kalanchoe, but I'm not sure exactly the name of it. It was just $1, so I grabbed it. Then I have this cute little Pilea glauca, This is just a little propagation that I figured I would create for my bigger plant for the fairy garden, for the terrarium. And then this is also, I think, some type of kalanchoe succulent. I'm not positive of the name, but it's really pretty, and it's also in that kind of blue, glaucous blue family. So we have those colors. And then, as I said, I have this aloe. Then let me show you the actual terrarium here. So this is what we're going to be working with today. I got this on Facebook Marketplace, and inside of it I have a sand castle. Let me show you that. And we're going to be filling this up and potting around the sand castle. So here's what this looks like. I got this for just a couple dollars at a thrift store, so I'm excited to have this in there. So we're just going to raise that up a little bit. All right, let's get started. Okay, I think I have the camera situated so that you can actually see what I'm doing inside the terrarium. It's not that close, but this is about the best that I can do with my setup down here. Maybe I'll move it in a little bit closer there. And so what we'll do is we're just going to start with some charcoal. As I said, we're going to put that on the bottom, but I did put this little glass riser in here because I'm going to use that for lifting the castle up and out of the dirt and making it a little bit higher than the rest of the plantings. So what I want to do is kind of make this fairy castle in some woods, kind of a look like that. I also brought in some of my shagbark hickory tree bark that I have left over from when we took that down, so I might use some pieces of that as well. All right. So I'm just putting a light layer of the charcoal down in here. So it's across the bottom. It'll help absorb any extra moisture and any bacteria and that kind of thing. Now I'm going to put a little bit of soil in here, and I apologize, I might get out of frame quite a bit, but I prefer that you see what I'm doing in here than my face. So now I'm just going to try to put about maybe an inch of soil in the bottom here. And it's just a regular potting mix. Okay, now what I want to do, like I said, is I want to try to make this look a little bit like a forest. This Pilea Moon Valley is probably going to get the biggest, so I'm going to try to tuck this in back behind the castle so that it's growing kind of up behind and around it. These plants are so stinking cute when they're this small, I tell you what. Pull this forward a little bit just to get this down in there, and then I'll push the castle back up against the plant so that it's nestled in. Oop, I broke a leaf off. Okay. All right, so that one is in there now. And then I'm going to tuck in this back corner over here. I think is where I'm going to grow this other one that will likely get a bit tall, right? So that just kind of will look a little bit like a tree over in the corner as well. I'm just trying to make it so that the castle is slightly off center because I think it looks prettier that way. But you know, sometimes if you don't know what you're doing, it's good to just put things in and try them in different spots. Or if you don't have a plan or anything like that, just put them in and try a spot. And if you don't like it, you can move it. So that's the cool thing about making stuff like this. Okay, then I'm also going to put the aloe in the corner over here, just so people will be like they're looking at the castle from this side. Let me see if I can show you what it looks like right now. I don't know, there might be too much of a glare, but that's what it looks like so far. All right, now I'm not sure that I'm going to use all of this aloe, so I may end up potting some of it back up after I take it out. I just want enough to go in this corner over here. I think this is about the right size. The nice thing about terrariums is they really require very little care after you have put them together. They tend to keep all of the moisture that you need inside, so that's really cool. All right, next in front of the castle here, I want to kind of get with the more colorful things. So I want to try to put these flowers right in the front. I'm going to put them right in here. And then I want the begonia also over in the corner here. Probably won't end up using all of these plants, you guys. I just wanted to make sure I had enough to fill this. I almost always like overestimate the number of plants that I'm going to need to fill a space. I think I actually will only need a little bit of this peperomia actually. So we'll just easily split that apart and just take one out. Tuck that one down in there, right in the front. That's a really pretty contrast next to that violet. And remove that. And then let's see. I think I'm just gonna put this Pilea glauca in there. Have very small roots, so hopefully this will just kind of grow and tumble around in here. These have very small roots still. I don't know if you can see that, so just have to tuck them in just slightly to get them under the soil. Put a little bit more over the top. I think what I'm going to do in the front actually is I'm going to use the bark so that you don't necessarily see the soil across the front if this works. I don't know if it'll work, you guys. So I'm going to try to tuck this in front of all of these plants. Now, of course, I decided to do this after I put the plants in here already. You guys like that at all? A little bit indecisive, kind of plan as you go, and then you have to kind of work around afterwards, figure it out. I really think if I put too much more in here, it will be over full. I think I will put some right around the castle as well. I'm just going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to mist it all down. Get all of this soil in here. Make sure everything's kind of tucked in. So a lot of this soil will settle in as I mist it, and over time I may have to add a little bit more. All right. I'm going to try to hold the camera while I do a little bit of misting so you can see what that looks like. It's kind of nice this has enough of a spray that I can just kind of spray the castle off with some of the dirt that I got on it. I'm actually going to switch the spray a little bit. Something a little less strong here. I'm going to get around the edges primarily here. And that's about it. Now let me wipe this down and we'll give us a final look at it. Something that's important about terrariums when you're making them is to ensure that the glass is nice and clean. That's what makes sure that the light gets in. And some people think, you know, to just leave the terrarium closed the whole time. And with some plants you can do that, but with others the moisture might build up too much. And then you could end up, you know, with some mold or some mildew on your plants. So you do want to, you know, read up about it a little bit. But if you start to see something like that happening with your plants, the easiest way to prevent that is to just open the lid and let some fresh air in. And that helps to dry it out a little bit more so that you don't then have to worry about any of those type of problems happening. So that's all I'm doing right now, is just kind of drying off the sides. Can't quite get all of the spots because the plants are in there now. Just doing the best that I can. Okay. I do see some spots where I want to tuck a little bit of moss in, so I am going to do that. Okay, let's take a look together at the final product. I think this turned out really cute. So looking at the front here, you can just kind of get a little peep into that castle and the little trees that are surrounding it and the little pileas and the moss. And you can see those pretty little violets that are growing in there. I think everything just looks so cute, just nestled into its little area. And the colors are great too as these plants grow in. Look how nice that's going to be. So colorful and pretty. Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video today. It was really fun to put this together, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it grows on over time. I'll show you my other terrarium that I have back here, which doesn't have a castle in it, but I think it looks pretty cute as well. We have some syngonium back here, and we have some nerve plant and some other of the African violets along with the Salaginella. It's just super cute. So I've enjoyed having that one, so I thought it would be cool to try another one. Well, I hope you guys are staying well and staying warm, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again. Bye.